It's 6:40 right now. I'm at Lawati. I'm now heading to the city's biggest fruit wholesale market, where many retail shop owners are expected to buy fruits here. So let's see how they will handle these boxes they have left.如果批發嘅話，通常啲客係會點樣處理啲紙皮㗎？定係係？
如果批發佢成件貨走，我哋就冇紙皮盒嗰啲剩嘅。如果係零售，如果拆散咗就都冇人嚟收啊，其實都係啲日頭有啲執紙皮嗰啲阿姐會處理咯。
Mr. Law is one of the shopkeepers in the fruit market. He wished to remain anonymous and told me that those government-contracted garbage collectors would clean up all those materials discarded around the rubbish bin, regardless of their recyclability.
呢都係執垃圾嘅就係見到你紙唔理你紙唔紙皮啊，你劈出嚟佢就當垃圾清㗎啦。
There are many recycling companies in Hong Kong, and I'm now going to find Mr. B, who owns his own recycling company in Sai Ying Pun, and he agrees to have an interview with me.
我姓李，個個都叫我阿 B。咁呢度咧就用我做咗10年到啦，嗰啲環保回收嗰啲。冷氣風機嗰啲摩打，冷氣嗰啲摩打。紙皮、報紙、爛鐵金屬嗰啲，多數都係啲紙多啲啦。最貴啲桶依家有30幾蚊。30幾蚊。係啦。紙依家得幾毫子咯。幾毫子得，但係收嘅主要都係紙。係啦。每日大概有幾多啊？大約一日都係堆幾嘢到啦。大概有幾多件？5件到啦。大概5件。係啦。依家綁埋鐵線。
紮起
條鐵線，跟住出埋呢條。都係交俾大嘅回收商，跟住回收商具體去邊度，我哋都唔清楚。國外都有，大陸都有，係啦。
The Environmental Protection Department reports that 90% of our locally recovered recyclables are exported for recycling outside Hong Kong.
Recycling industry in the past 10 or 15 years been very much linked with mainland industry because in the last 20 years what they do is that, as I said, they're only collecting those recyclable waste and then send them back in mainland. They say that they do not accept those materials because that they've been facing pressure from the United States and also the European countries accusing them of inefficiently handling all the electronic waste, plastic waste, paper waste in order to close the border from importing recyclable materials. They have introduced new laws.
Small recycling companies like these do not deal with these problems directly. Big recycling companies do. But they would also shift the burden of this tightened new measure to small recycling companies.
出口商就壓低咗啲價錢咯，因為你全部都存喺度，係咪先？全部都存喺度，又要人工去打理，又要揾地方擺，咁自然價錢就唔會提高俾你啦嘛。
Mainland Customs' latest version of the Operation Green Fence in 2018 requires an ever stricter testing standards for imported waste. To respond, the EPD has launched a 3 papers and 2 plastics public education campaign, which suggests give priority to recycle 3 types of waste paper, namely cardboard, newspaper and office paper, and 2 types of waste plastic. Talking with Mr. B, he told us that most of the time the duties of classifying the different types of paper does not fall on customers, but on them, the recycling company.
呢係報紙，
哦，咁同嗰邊嗰啲紙係有咩分別啊？
因為依家碼頭規定要我哋分開打，即係報紙還報紙，紙皮還紙皮咁，即係唔可以打埋一齊咯。所以就好難做咯，就係咁樣咯。
為推動回收業嘅可持續發展，政府已經預留10億元設立回收基金，並會制定基金嘅具體應用細節。
The then Chief Executive C.Y. Leung proposed to earmark $1 billion for setting up a recycling fund in 2014 in support of the sustainable development of the recycling industry. With the approval of funding in LAKEY a year later, the funding has already been running for around 5 years. However, Mr. B finds it less supportive, except its recent funding from the one-off rental support scheme that helps him to survive in the past few months.
政府係咪幫過？
係今次咯，
疫情
係啦，係今次先
點多？
即係鋪租方面資助咯，咁樣咯。
之前咧係冇。
之前冇㗎。
呢排有冇影響啊？疫情對回收業？
舊年已經有影響啦，嗰啲搞運動，行都相關聯㗎嘛。咁你鋪頭冇生意，自即係嗰啲紙皮啊乜嘢都少咗嘛。咁啲人揾唔到食就即係裝修方面又減少咗嘛。即係各方面都有關聯嘅。
How to subsidize the industry is a key issue here, and the government is trying to avoid subsidizing anything. Okay, so it's always a debate between the recycling business and the EPD how to do this thing right, because still in the government's view, all those recycling business, they are just business. Okay, so based on free economy, the government could only provide land space for them to do the job. Provide land space, you still have to pay the rent.
你覺得以後會點樣啊？
係都可能㗎啦，適者生存咯。即係咁有人做到，有人做唔到㗎啦。唔係我哋做唔到，人哋代表人哋都做唔到嘛，係嘛？
好，就咁樣啦。
哦，OK。
Hey, this is actually a journalism capstone project. I'm working with Danny. He has been writing articles on city waste in Hong Kong.
I will put the link in the description box down below and please go check out our website. This is Terrence Chan. Until next time.